Now where we're going to tie the overlay on. I've cut all the strands, I've beveled them, cut them down to size. We start off at 6mm, we've ended up with 5mm, and I've split the strands. Now I'm about to tie them onto the belly. When you tie them on, I tie these on with a wax thread. As with everything, just tie them on a little bit behind the steel handle. Now you'll find these strands will overlap, which is okay because they're supposed to go around this 1.5 times around the belly. And that gives you enough to go around the whip. Just tie them on like that. And just keep going till you've got them all tied on, the whole 16. Okay, now once they're tied on, we'll stick this in the vise and go to the to an under 1 over 1 plait for the length of the handle, and I'll show you that in a minute. Now we'll just give these a light grease, only lightly, otherwise, as I said before, they'll be so slippery you won't be able to hang on to them. And into the vise. I'll keep this reasonably close up so you can see what's going on. Now we'll start this whole thing off in an under 1 over 1 plait, and we'll do that for the length of the handle, as I said. And take your middle 8 strands and cross over under 1 over 1, cross over your 4 strands from either side. You can see how that's going on. Just hang on a minute and I'll move this camera so you get a bit of a closer up. Alright, that's better. There we go. Got 4 across there, and we'll put another 3 that way. 1 more makes it 4. And now I'll start from the back. Got 2, 4, 6, 8 strands. You can see this one here is over on this side, so this is a strand that has to be worked next here. You can't see this too well on this side, but I will show you on the other side. The sequence is under 1 over 1, under 1 over 1. You'll be able to see it more clearly in a minute. Like that. Under 1, over 1, under 1, over 1, under 1, over 1, under 1, over 1. 1, 2. I've got myself mixed up here. 2, 4, 7, 8. Right. Under one, over one, under one, over one, under one, over one, one over one, and just bring that back one through, like so. Now this is the one to be worked next on this side. Again, the same sequence. You won't be able to see it from that side. I'll just do that quickly and we'll get back to where you can see it. The same sequence on both sides. And we start this off like this because by the time you get to the stage where it's about an inch long here, and that'll all be covered over by the knot, so it doesn't really matter what that looks like. That's why I've tied that off behind the steel handle there. Right, again, under one, over, under, over, under, over, under, and over in the middle. Same on the other side. And this really is quite simple if you get your strands ready before you move that back strand. Just hold them down with your finger like that, and you can just pull that one through. Same on the other side again. On this side I'll just show you once more. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under, and over the middle. Now I'll come back to you again when we start to go from the under one over one plait to the straight herringbone 16 plait.